Hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Pokemon Let's Go Clefairy. Last time, we did a whole bunch of things. We beat up everyone on the ship left forever, and today, we got a new move to show off, but there's also a new trainer to see. Well shoot! She might be a familiar face if you have played Pokemon Sun and Moon, and maybe if you, I don't think she's appeared in the anime yet. I was so caught up sketching the ocean view here that I guess I missed my ship. Whoops! What are you gonna do? I guess I'll stay here for a while in that case. I really like the color of the sea in Kanto anyways. She is from the Alola region. And she is a fairy type trainer, and I believe later on in the game you can come and do like a daily battle with her, which is pretty cool. The ship is gone. ... Oh, whoa. Hello, champ in the training. He's like, you can come fight the gym now. Fun fact, this gym is actually completely skippable. But am I gonna skip it? Nah, I ain't gonna skip it. Let's explore Vermillion City. Up here we have this old man. So the SS Anne has departed. I guess she'll be back in Vermillion City Port about this time next year. I guess we'll have to come back and check that fact. I just got a Squirtle that was always getting into mischief. I think it needs a good trainer to set it straight. Is this the Squirtle that stole her Pokeball? It is, isn't it? Wow, you've got 70 Pokemon. You must be a great trainer. I have a favor to ask you. Would you take care of this troublesome Squirtle? Sure. And this is also where you acquire a Squirtle. So if you don't want to bother trying to catch one in the wild, which is a good way to catch one with good stats, this is another option for you to get a Squirtle. Alright, Pokemon Center, we do have to heal up our team, because we took quite a bit of damage from that battle, all of those battles. It's true that higher level Pokemon are stronger, but all Pokemon have weaknesses too, based on their types. Basically, you're gonna have a hard time finding one all-powerful Pokemon. I like that, it makes the game a bit more balanced. When my Pokemon was poisoned the other day, it cured itself. Yeah, they do that. It's nice, isn't it? It makes too bad if you're a Pokemon owner. Even if Pokemon are the same level, that doesn't mean one is always as strong as the other. But a weak Pokemon can get stronger the more candies you give to them, or so I hear. Okay, this guy's gonna make me show off the candy feature now. So, if you go to the bag, and this is something I wanted to do when Bill talked about it, but just completely blanked out. You can see all the Pokemon you've captured, and I chained a bunch of Pokemon. So, what you can do, let's just do these Weedle, is you can talk to any one of them, and then there's like a whole bunch of options. On the bottom, there's one that says send to the professor. Now this will actually let you select multiple Pokemon. So I can send, we're not sending Joy away. Send some Paris, we can send some Rattata, a couple of Psyducks, a couple of Spearows. And then you press the Y button, or if you have the Pokeball, you can just press B and it will give you the option of, do you want to send these Pokemon to the professor? Oak will say, thank you my boy, this will help make a good deal with my research. I think you've earned yourself a reward. And then he will give you candy depending on the Pokemon. You've sent me 14 Pokemon so far. You're grade 8 to my work, Vasko. Do keep on sending me more Pokemon. Oops, I think I sent him some off camera. My bad. And then you go to the candy jar, and here you can see all the candies. Rare candies will raise your level by 1. However, you do have these things. Oops, Billy needs 6. Don't ignore that. Jeez, okay, I gave Billy a lot of candies before prepping her for this. Let's just do Jordan, because Jordan needs some strength. So Mighty Candy is a candy that is packed with energy. When given to a Pokemon, it'll increase the Pokemon's attack stat. So I'm complaining that Jordan isn't doing much physical damage. So we're gonna give Jordan some Mighty Candy. What that'll do is it'll increase their attack stat by 1 instantly. And that's what the needs thing. So if I want to raise Billy's attack stat by 1, I have to give her 4 Mighty Candy. But to do it for Jordan, I just need to give him 1. Now that number will go up the more you give it, and I believe this only raises it by like 1 point. Other candy will raise it by more, so there's like medium and large versions of them. However, they have level requirements. But as you can see, we're making Jordan very, very bulky, physical strength wise. Now, Courage Candy will increase special defense. So we know that Joy is very powerful in the special defense department, so let's give her some more special. Look at this, 47. And then it's attack. It's the sad attack. It's a really sad attack. So yeah, you can use these basically to power up your Pokemon, and if you do chain early game, you also get some of these candy from catching the wild Pokemon. You get some candy from sending them over to Oak, and then you can really bulk up your Pokemon to the point where you can just sweep the whole game with just whoever you really bulked up. Hello there, son. How'd you like to trade your Geodude for my Geodude? This guy is going to give you the Alolan version of Geodude. And we're gonna trade our normal guy. The Alolan one is an electric type as well. I believe it's instead of Rock Ground, it's Rock Electric. So if you do want to have this like type variability, I don't think there's any other Rock Electric in this entire game. So like that's a really cool way to get the Alolan versions. I don't think they're necessary to complete the Pokédex. It's just a nice little addition they have in there. So if you do want to get like the different typings, I mean it does pop up in the Pokédex. It is Rock Electric, it's the Alola form. I like how they integrated the Alola region, and surprised, aren't you? My Geodude is from Alola. If you bring me more Cantonian Geodude, I'd be happy to trade with you anytime. So it's not a one-time trade. I can come back and I can trade like 100 Geodude to this dude. We can spend a whole day trading. But we're not. We're gonna heal our Pokemon, and we're gonna go explore the rest of this city. Because that's the fun thing to do, isn't it? And to the left of the Pokemon Center, we have this fisherman dude. If you're new to training Pokemon, you should give my place a little visit. It's an empty house, but I've rented it so people can use it as a place to gather and share tips. But where is your house, my dude? That would be helpful if you told us where we can find it. Sadly, he doesn't. Oh, is this his house? You know you have a better chance of catching a Pokemon with a Great Ball than with a Pokeball. Even then, it's not a guaranteed catch, of course. Tell me about it. When the ring color is green, it means the Pokemon's easy to catch, and when it's yellow, it's a bit harder, but when it's red, it becomes super hard. Okay. Aim for the center. Okay. Yeah, you gonna give me catching tips as well? I fed on, yep, the Nabberry. Stop jumping around, so, oh! I guess I like the Nabberries all of a sudden. It makes them not go crazy over the place and miss half your throws. Just remember that the berry only lasts for one toss. So if it doesn't work with that one toss, you're gonna have to use another berry. The Port of Exquisite Sunsets. It'd be nice if they had a day-night cycle so we can see the sunsets, but they don't. This is my land, all of it. I own everything in this square area here. I have my Pokemon use Bulldoze to prepare the site so I can build something here. I wonder what he's gonna build. He's using Bulldoze. Machamp is stomping the land flat. It's a good way to start building. Whoop, hello. I get so sweaty after doing sports that I end up feeling all grimy. Speaking of which, you know Grimer? It's born from ocean sludge. Not sweat, I guess. That's disgusting. That is really disgusting. Alright, what you guys gotta say? There are wicked people out there who use Pokemon to do awful things, stealing other Pokemon and selling them for ridiculously high prices. And you wanna know where those bad folks all gather? Team Rocket. That's where. But where is Team Rocket? I'm just gonna go take them down. I think Pokemon can be good or bad. It depends on the trainer. That's a nice mentality. You're the non-sassy beauty. She got a beautiful personality. I don't know if she looks good though. They all look the same. But she stands out. Good on you, lady. This lady's sitting out. Oh, and this used to be the first doable in-game trade where you can trade a Spearow for the Farfetch'd. I'm particularly fond of a bird Pokemon. Me and my partner Dux here are going to go catch a Spearow soon. And it's a nice reference to that trade. They took away all the old in-game trades. So you used to be able to get this Farfetch'd right here. His name is Dux. And I love Dux. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's so cute. And I like leaks. So it's like, it's a cool Pokemon. It's got a V on its forehead and it has leaks. This is my favorite Kanto Pokemon, by the way. If anyone's wondering what my favorite Kanto Pokemon is, it's Farfetch'd. I wouldn't know if it's Duck specifically, but I really like Farfetch'd in general. They're not very strong, but they're good enough. They're good enough for me. I like their design. Which Pokemon do you prefer, the puppy Pokemon Growlithe or the Scratch Cat Pokemon Meow? Are you a cat or dog person is basically what she's asking. I'm allergic to both. Where's the Bearded Dragon option? I want a Dragonite. I like Growlithe better than Meowth. Oh, you don't have to answer that, I knew it. Sorry, it was a silly question. If you catch 5 of the Scratch Cat Pokemon Meowth, I'll give you a pretty Pokemon. You can ride on its back. Oh, you see what Eevee's doing? Eevee? Eevee's shaking its tail. Why are you shaking your tail, Eevee? Is there an item? There's an item. I think there's an item behind her. We don't have 5 Meowths, so I don't know what she gives you. I'll probably add it in post. It would have appeared on the screen by this point. Pokemon Fan Club. All Pokemon fans, welcome. Some Pokemon just don't want to walk with you. Some would rather give their trainer a ride. I bet it would be pretty great to take a ride with a Pokemon that could swim across the water or fly through the air. Yeah, that would be cool. Your Magikarp's gonna be able to do that one day. You just gotta go catch a bunch of wild Pokemon first. Alright, let's see what's up in this place. You remember this from the video that I did? There's Pikachu Chew. And you can't really talk to the plushies, but whatever. I'm the chairman of the Pokemon Fan Club. I raised more than 100 Pokemon. I'm very fussy when it comes to Pokemon. I surely am. So, did you come here to visit to hear about my Pokemon? Sure. Oh, you see, my favorite Pokemon, Rapidash, is the cutest. It's so cute and lovely and smart. It's almost too much to take. Plus, it's really amazing when you stop to look at it, don't you think? That's a Pokemon in the picture on the left side. Oh yes, it looks stunning and its heat is hard. You can't help but love it. And when you hug it tightly when it's sleeping, it's so warm and cuddly. Plus, it looks spectacular, of course. Oh, and it's simply ravishing. When oops, look at the time. I kept you too long. Thanks for hearing me out. Have this, it's an Eevee set. Okay. It's a costume set that you can use to dress up like your partner Pokemon. You can change. Okay, let's try out the Eevee set. Why not? We just got the Sailor set, and now we're gonna be dressed up like Eevee. But why not? Eevee, brown hat. Eevee can be a sailor instead. That's a nice jacket. I do like the white pants though. Yeah, they're good. I have shorts that look like that. Why is this game me? Why is that? You think these games' outfits are all silly, and I'm over here like I actually dress like this sometimes. This is sad. This is sad. I dress like the characters. Would you look at my Pikachu's adorable tail? Oh, that's your Pikachu. Okay. That would have been good to know. Our chairman is very outspoken when it comes to his opinions about Pokemon. Tell me about it, lady. I just adore my seal. It's so lovable. It goes Q when I hug it. Maybe it wants to kill you? Q! Whoa, did we hug it? I don't know. I'm just gonna walk away now. Here we have this dude. I think that's all the houses. This thing here isn't for resting your feet on, you know. It's for tying up your boat. Oh yeah, that's a cool fact. If you didn't know, they have these things by piers. It's when a boat lands, they'll like tie a rope around it. That way the boat doesn't float away. And that way you don't have to like put down an anchor or something like that. I'm getting my Pidgey to fly. A letter to Saffron City in the north. Okay. We cannot read your letter. Gee, I wish I could take a trip aboard the SSN someday. I could make new friends all over the world. Yeah, that would be neat, wouldn't it? Or you can just make videos on the internet. That works too. Okay. Let's not go too meta on this game. There is the gym. That's the last thing left to do. Yo, champ in the making. Beyond this point is the Vermillion City Gym. But you need to chop this tree down first. But I think you and Eevee will have no trouble slicing through. Come on, give it a shot. Alright, Luna. Time to use chop down. As simple as that. It's just like bloop bloop. I choppity. Now if you do go to the screen where you can like pet your Eevee, enjoying the gentle breeze. This thing, secret techniques, this will tell you what they can use. So right now we only have chop down. Seems they can't be used here. So you can specifically trigger it that way. Good work, you chopped down the troublesome tree and opened the way to the gym. And that means you can challenge the gym now. I'll be waiting for you there. Okay. And we have the Vermillion City Pokemon Gym. Gym leader, Lieutenant Surge, the Lightning Lieutenant. They have a bunch of trash cans, red and blue. Reminiscent of the red and blue Pokemon games. Ah, and you still have the trash cans in this actual game. Some Magnemite posters, and there's Surge right over there. Ah, yo! What is this? There's no challenge for this one, you just have to use cut. I've been waiting for you, champ, in the making. Lieutenant Surge here is the electric blah blah. Use electric Pokemon, real tough guy. Flying in water won't do well. Don't get paralyzed. That's my last tip. He's a cautious type. He'll put barriers between himself and the rest of his room. Oh, barriers. Okay, so the way this gym works is you have to talk to these trash cans. And there's like a switch in one of them. The blue and red ones are empty. And once you find one switch, an adjacent trash can will have the other switch. So here's a switch. Let's push it. Now that means that there is another switch in either the trash can right below it or this trash can, and I'm hoping it's this one. Nope, there's only trash can. Great. So if you fail, it's gonna reset, and then you gotta play this whole game over again. Right, there's a switch. Let's push it. Okay. Do they stay in the same spot? Hey, there's a switch. Okay, yeah, they do stay in the same spot. Okay. They used to reshuffle, I guess. I either got extremely lucky or... So you don't gotta fight all these trainers. They do get in the way of the trash cans, so you might have to depending on where the switches are spawned in, but whatever. You can see on his belt he has 2 Pokeballs, which tells me he's only gonna have 2 Pokemon. Hut! Welcome to Vermillion City Pokemon Gym. Well, you look at that, a pint-sized challenger. Hey, don't make fun of my size. Hey, you got big and brassy nerves to take me on with your puny power. A Pokemon battle is war. I'll show you, civilian. Jeez, I don't like you. I'll shock you into surrender. I don't like the way you talk, Surge. Don't like it one bit. I used to think he's like part of a Pokemon war, but now he just seems like he has 3 Pokeballs, but only 2 on his belt. What? Okay. Your gym is surrounded by trash, my dude. Why do you have trash in your gym? How's that? How about I trashed out you, Surge? Oof. Okay, that did a lot of damage. We're gonna go for Dig. Dig is our saving glory in this gym. It is the move that you should teach your Pokemon for sure. So make sure you talk to that Team Rocket member that we saw in the previous game. Okay, that did not actually knock it out. I'm gonna go for Body Slam because okay, well this is scary. Billy's already taken a lot of damage. This is just the first fight. Okay. Okay. About to send out Magnemite. Let's keep battling. I might just have to heal Billy after this Magnemite fight. Alright, let's go for a Dig. I know Dig is gonna knock out the Magnemite because it has a 4 times weakness because it's both steel and electric. We've already talked about this before. You already know this. That's why the Magnemite is gonna go down, but the Voltorb isn't. And then we do get to see this guy's last Pokemon, which is the evolved version of Pikachu. It's a Raichu, which is really fast and has really high special attack. I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna switch out to Jordan. My reason for that is because Billy's kind of running low on power, and I do want to see how much damage Jordan can do now that we've buffed him up a bit with all the candies. So there is Raichu. Pikachu will evolve into Raichu with a... yes, let's do Screech. Oh no, it has double kick. Oh shoot. Super effective, and it can hit more than twice. But it only hit us twice. That's good. That is great. Alright, this halved its defense, so Sharply, Archly keep doofing those up, but... Alright, let's go for a Dig. If it doesn't knock us out, it's gonna knock us out. It's gonna knock us out! I didn't think this through. Sorry. If you like the Onix, my bad. Alright, let's go Billy. Billy's just gonna take care of the rest of this battle. Even though Billy has a very weak attack. Since this dude's HP is now, not HP, its defense is halved. Dig should be able to do quite a bit of damage. And the love thing, oh my gosh. This makes the game extra easy. Because not only will you self-cure, but like, a lot of the times they're like powerful attacks won't even hit you. So it's like you're worried about losing, it's like, nope. It's the power of love. It just randomly dodges. None of the enemies have that power, by the way. Ah, thank goodness for Dig, otherwise this would have been a very terrifying battle. And our special attack. So when you level up, one random stat will get the power up as well. Now that's a shocker. You're the real deal, kid. You got 4,000. Oh, that's nice money there, Surge. Nice money. Look at that face. He has a face of pain. Fine, take the Thunder Badge. He's like, I lost to this kid. I trash talked him, and I lost to him. And that's not all. There's your special kid. Take this. We got his autograph. Oh, are you famous or something? Nah, don't worry. That's not all I'm giving you. Here's the TM for Thunderbolt, which is an electric type attack. Teach it to an electric type Pokemon for some extra shock value. But that's not the only Pokemon that can learn Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is a really nice electric type move, and guess who can learn it? Who uses special power? Finally. Alright, I'm just gonna get rid of Minimize because we haven't been using that lately, and we're just going for overpower. Look at our special stat, it's 76. Our attack is only 48, our special 76. And we're about to have a special move. This is gonna do a lot of damage. We're getting powerful now. Also, since we got this badge, Pokemon up to level 40 will now listen to us. Otherwise, this guy's very skippable. You can just not fight him. His gym is skippable. There's like nothing stopping you from not fighting him. Are you having trouble reaching Surge? Why don't you check the trash can next to the blue trash can? Oh. Okay, let me give you a hint for the double bear. Okay, these guys are lame. They're just giving you hints. Even after you finished the battle, they're just gonna give you hints. And now that we have defeated Surge, there are a couple of more things left to do. You can see there's Misty right there. She just randomly appeared. Alright, this tree regrows, which is just annoying. It's like, you're already dead, stop coming back, you're a weed. Weedle! Hello! Oh, it's you again. Oh wow, so you beat Lieutenant Surge, you must be pretty good. Glad to see you're really learning a thing or two, and your Pokemon must have tried their best. And she's gonna heal us, oh that's nice. Oh me? I'm going swimming in the sea. There are times when you just want to break free from a puny little pool and swim in the big blue. Where are you headed next? Have you been to Diglett's Cave? It's pretty close by. If you haven't been, I could show you the way. Want a guide? Why not, Misty? Great, let's go. Let's take a nice stroll with her. She's got that beauty hair as well, the orange hair. I believe only the beauty trainers in her have orange hair in this game. This is Diglett's Cave. Diglett dug out this cave path all on their own. Okay, see ya. Thanks, Misty. That's nice. This is actually like right out the city. Oh, hello, Billy. You like tulips? I like tulips too. They're very pretty. I've never seen a yellowish. Okay, never mind. I've seen tulips. I've seen all colored tulips. What you gotta say, trainer tips? There's a notice posted on the Vermillion by the Vermillion police. A sleeping Pokemon has been blocking the way to Route 12 lately. Detour through the rock tunnel if you need to reach Lavender Town. That's very far away from where we are. Diglett's Cave. Alright, let's go to Diglett's Cave since that's what Misty wants us to do. Well, Albie, did you know this huge long tunnel? It was dug entirely by Diglett. But then, if you read the Pokédex entry for Onix, it says that Onix digs the tunnels that Diglett live in, so I don't know. Oh, you see this boy? This boy's a Diglett. They got an 85% chance of spawn. I believe this is like the most common spawn in the entire game is Diglett. They are a ground type move, so I do suggest you catch one of these. You can also catch a Cubone later on, which is a ground type, but these guys have very high speed stat and very high attack stat. So they're gonna help you fight through Team Rocket, who all have basically poison and flying type Pokemon. I don't know if Diglett learns keep hold moves. Yeah, we're not gonna teach you a minimize. Let's see what the data gotta say about Diglett. It prefers dark places. It spends most of its time underground, though it may pop up in caves. Yeah, it is popping up in caves. Now there are 2 other Pokemon which will spawn in apart from Diglett in this cave. You have Zubat with a 10% chance of showing up, which I believe that was, nope, that was just another Diglett. You also have the possibility of a Dugtrio, which is the evolved version of Diglett. However, I do like showing off all the Pokemon in an area, but since it's just an evolved form, you can literally just catch it and evolve it. So I'm not gonna like walk around forever trying to see if we can get a like Dugtrio to spawn in. If one spawns in by chance and we get to see it, that's nice. If it doesn't, just know Dugtrio can appear. They're pretty rare. You can just evolve your Diglett though. It makes no, I believe it's like a level 30 that it evolves. So you do got a bit of leveling to do, but it's an option. I'd rather keep the Diglett because you can trade the Diglett away later for an Alolan one. And it's a steel type. That's the only difference. I've heard that there's a tunnel even darker inside than this one. Somewhere out there. Yeah, I mean there was a post saying gotta go through the dark cave, dark tunnel. Well, and we are back at Route 2. Which, by the way, Route 2 is where Pewter City is. We got 3 Great Balls right here. This is an item that you could see. There's a Bellsprout chilling on Route 2. This is where Brock is, and I believe there's like a tree you can chop down right here. Yeah, so you can go to Pewter City. There is something we missed when we explored Pewter City, but we're gonna go claim it right now. Because technically you don't have to claim it right now. You can just come back really late game and claim it. Though, like I said, this is the soonest you can get these things. There's that building right up there. Billy, you're gonna get us another item, aren't you? Aren't you, Billy? Found something in the plants. It's a raspberry. Thank you for the raspberry, Billy. Alright, and there's this tree that used to be blocking the path, but now we can chop it down and we can actually go inside of this is connected to the museum. So we can now go inside of the like basically employee side. I don't know how these guys got to work, and this rude dude that didn't talk to us last time. The secret of space, the mysteries of Earth. There's so many things about which we know so little. But that should spur us to study harder, not throw in the towel. True that, my dude, even though you're rude. We have 2 fossils of rare prehistoric Pokemon on exhibit. We already seen them. Shh, listen, I need to share a secret with someone. I think that this chunk of amber contains Pokemon DNA. It would be a shattering scientific breakthrough if Pokemon could be resurrected from it, but my colleagues just ignore what I have to say. So I have a favor to ask. I want you to get this examined at the Pokemon lab somewhere. And we got an old amber, which is that item right there. This is an old amber, he just gave it to us. And this becomes an Aerodactyl. There is nothing else right there. This Aerodactyl, giant poster. However, you can only get it once you reach the 8th gym, so it's very late in the game where you can gain access to it. But man, Aerodactyl is a really powerful Pokemon. And it's nice to have. Here, let's just show it off. You got the Helix fossil. You also got Surge's autograph, which says good luck. And then you have the old amber. A piece of amber that still contains genetic material of an ancient Pokemon. It's clear with a tawny reddish tint. And this Pokemon, even though it looks like a little tiny yellow boogery thing, is actually Aerodactyl, and it's one of the best Pokemon in the game. Just like the Diglett, it's very fast and it has a very high physical attack, but it's way stronger than Diglett. This thing is like a whole different level from Diglett. You also have this house. Vasko, whoa, remember me? I'm one of Professor Oak's assistants. I'm so glad I ran into you. Why don't I show you a neat trick? Actually, no. It's a little too bright out here. Inside. I'll be waiting inside to show you, whenever you're ready. Should I be concerned? There was totally light inside that house when you opened the door. So you came. Let's get down to brass tracks. I got something good to show you. Believe it or not, I have mastered the secret technique, light up. Now let me turn off the lights and... Okay. Nice and dark. Now if you breathe deeply, you'll be able to sense your surroundings, no matter how dark it is. See, it seems bright, even with the lights off. My keen focus spreads to those around me, you see. Here, I can teach you how to do it too. Eevee? Huh? It seems Eevee wants to learn it instead. What do I... Okay, Eevee. What? You say you already knows the secret technique chop down? I see Professor Oak had mentioned it, but it really does seem that your Eevee is special. Fascinating. Let me try to teach it. Here, let me turn off the lights again. Now this is pretty important because this will help you go through the dark cave, otherwise you're just gonna stumble around and it's hecka annoying. With light up, you can actually explore the dark cave and all that. It's pretty useful. It's the only place you can actually use it, so I do suggest you come over here. You can get through the rock tunnel if you use the secret technique light up. Do you know that the rock tunnel is? You can find it if you head east from Cerulean City, so that's where that other tree was blocking us. Now our options to get back to Cerulean City are through Mount Moon Virus. Did you learn how to use light up from the Professor Oak's assistant too? What? You didn't learn it but Luna did? That partner of yours is really amazing, Vasko. Hey, you know what? I actually know some place where you might be able to use it. Want me to take you there? So he can take us straight there, but I'm not gonna do that because there's a couple more things I want to show off. Yeah, I want to go alone. Sorry, Virus. Just in case though, let me give you directions. You head east from Cerulean City. We got it. Everyone's telling us where to go, but we ain't going there yet. There's more things to explore over here. And I do suggest you explore all these things because it's one of those that like you forget. They're useful now, early game, and late game it's like, do I need to know these? So this goes adjacent to the forest. CP stands for combat power. Woo! Combat! Okay. Oh, there's a little kid. We'll talk to that kid on our way back. So we basically skipped the whole forest right there. You found a leaf stone. Now this will help evolve if you have an Oddish or you have a Bellsprout. You can now evolve it into its final form. That's a very useful item to have. You also get a super potion which heals 60 HP. Again, useful item. And then Billy doesn't find anything in this grass. Okay, yeah, that's all there is then. I believe later on, like after you beat the the Elite Four, after you beat the game, there are elite trainers that show up. There is some elite trainers over here. People who can use the secret techniques are so cool, aren't they? Can you use them? Nope. Apparently my Eevee has decided to learn all the secret techniques and not me. It is so kind of this Eevee, isn't it? It's like, you want to do all these cool things other people can do? Too bad, I'm gonna do them instead. Form a codependent relationship, otherwise you won't let me live on your head forever. Eevee, what are you gonna do when I'm dead? Alright, let's go back through the Diglett's tunnel. Just because I don't like being told where to go, and there are a couple of new locations that I do want to show off. I am slowing down just in case the Duck Trio does show up, but like I said, if it doesn't show up, it doesn't show up. We're not gonna... Actually, let's push it. Let's push it just in case. So off game, I did a thing. I bought lures because they help show off all these rare Pokemon. So maybe it'll show up now that we have a lure on. I do have it on for a specific reason, and that's the next route we're gonna show off, which is right next to the Diglett cave. This lure did not help with Duck Trio at all, or Zubat. You're supposed to get Zubat in here as well. It's just Diglett though, 85%. That's a really high spawn rate. Okay, Ducky. And come on. Here we have Route 11. There is a trainer that we'll come back to. But there are 2 new Pokemon in these grassy patches. There are a whole bunch of trainers as well. First one's Drowsy. Nice and easy to appear. 25% chance of showing up. It is a Psychic type Pokemon. So if you want to add a Psychic type to your team, this is a good place to catch one. You can totally skip it though and completely miss the Drowsy. Also evolves into Haunter. Not Haunter. Oh my gosh. Hypno. They both Psychic types, pretty bulky in the special defense department. Be a nice replacement for Joy, who's not very strong. Okay, so a couple of episodes ago we mentioned that you can press B to stop evolution. So I just pressed B and it stopped evolving. So if you don't want your Pokemon to evolve, you can just press B when the evolution screen pops up. I think you can also press it while it's evolving. If you sleep by it all the time, it'll sometimes show your dreams that had eaten in the past. Okay, that's a good way to remember your dreams that it eats. I don't know how I feel about that. Lure's effect wore off. Let's use another one. Because there is a rare Pokemon I am hoping to show off in this area. And that rare Pokemon is not Rattata. It's not this guy's Raticate. Oh, there it is. It's Mr. Mime with only 5% chance, and we got 2 showing up. That room where they taught you the light up move is where you used to be able to trade an Abra for Mr. Mime. However, you can now catch it in the wild over here, and this is a Pokemon that does not have an evolutionary line in this game. So, oh, chill, Mr. Mime. Jeez, okay, this is scary. Great ball. Okay, I think that was it. I'm gonna run away from. So this guy we will add to our team, and I believe it is a Psychic and Fairy type Pokemon. So this will be the 4th member. Alright, Mr. Mime. Let's try the Nanap Berry that this girl talked about. So it's gonna make it stay right there. And that makes it nice and easy to throw the ball at it. You can see we don't have that many Nanap Berries, and yeah, it's not helping with catching it either. And it only works once. Okay, we got a great. I believe that getting like the nice, great, or excellent does boost your chances a little bit. Jeez, these guys do not want to be caught. Jumping jacks much? Okay, we're gonna run out of great balls at this rate. Can you please be captured already? Yes, thank goodness. We have caught ourselves a Mr. Mime. Alrighty. And this Mr. Mime will be added to our team. It's a pretty powerful Pokemon. Yep, Psychic Fairy. Always practicing its pantomime act. More vocab words. It makes enemies believe something exists that really doesn't. Good to know. Good to know. And we're not gonna bother with this other one, because I just don't want to deal with it. As you can see, there are a whole bunch of wild Pokemon roaming around here, and it doesn't help that I use the lure. There are also a whole bunch of trainers that you can fight. Thanks, Rattata. Can we not? Thank you. Just skip all these fights. There are more items, like the X defense. So many trainers that I don't want to fight, but they take nice predictable paths so you can avoid them. And here we have a Super Repel, which I believe we already have many of. And this lady is the only... No! This guy's gonna pick a fight with us too. Whoa, he picked a fight from really far away. They usually walk up to you, but no. Sailor Yasu just gonna stay in one spot, and he's gonna use a Slowpoke. Alright, but here's the thing. Slowpoke is a water type, and we have finally learned an electric type move, which I... Okay, just watch. Just watch what happens. I know it's low level, but it's so satisfying. It just destroys it. Alright, I'm gonna gain a level boost. I don't want to fight all these trainers. I really don't want to fight all these trainers. Also, I might have to like stop recording soon and hope my computer doesn't crash. Lure's effect wore off. We're not gonna use more lures. We already got ourselves a Mr. Mime. There is 5 great balls over here, which thank goodness, because geez, Mr. Mimes really don't like to be captured, and this girl's gonna fight us for sure. And that's the only way to access this route over here. I raise my Pokemon carefully. They should be good to fight or whatever. Okay. You do you, lady. She's got 2 Pokemon. Got a Jigglypuff, which is the other fairy type Pokemon in this game. I believe those 2 are the only like pure fairies. Jigglypuff and Clefairy. And I will go for the Thunderbolt because it is really powerful. Compared to the other moves, since we are a special... Look at this. If I use Body Slam, this thing might have survived. But am I gonna? No, I'm just gonna spam Thunderbolt now. I've become a Pikachu. Nidorina, which is a poison type. Poison types are weak to ground types. So guess what, Nidorina? I'm gonna just dig my way around this battle. I like how powerful the starters are, even though Clefairy is not really a starter. It just goes to show that it could have been a starter. I mean, look at all these nice moves it learns. It is a bit of a challenge early game with Clefairy, but at this point, we're leveling up quickly. Jordan's leveling up as well. Squirtle, we're not gonna evolve. Actually, I'll just let it evolve. I'm not gonna teach any new moves though. I'll let it do its evolution thing. I want to complete the Pokédex anyways. That way we can see Squirtle's evolved form. I haven't showed off any of their evolutions. I did show that you can block its evolution though. Okay, anyways, while it's going on evolving, you can also encounter Pidgey and Rattata, which you saw. There's a 25% chance of each, and you can also see Pidgeotto and Raticate at 10%. They're evolutions of Pidgey and Rattata, so I'm not gonna show off catching them and all that. When tapped on its head, this Pokemon will pull it in, but its tail will stick out a little bit, so whoops, too big to fit in your shell. Sorry about that, Wartortle. Hello. Don't you think it's hard to think up good names for Pokemon? But then again, why not just try out new nicknames every day until you get it right? Nah, that don't seem right. If you're aiming to reach Lavender Town, go through the Rock Tunnel. You can go to the Rock Tunnel from Cerulean City. There's also this nice area up here. There's another beauty sitting around. I want to head to Lavender Town, but there's this huge Pokemon that's asleep. And there's this dude. Hi, remember me? I'm one of Professor Oak's assistants. Told me if your Pokédex has good data on 30 species, I'm to give you the judge function. So let me ask you, have you gathered data on at least 30 species? Let's just say yes. Have we? Great! You've caught 36 species, thank goodness. Let me upgrade your Pokemon box. Judge function. Okay, so this thing has to do with IVs. It's a set value that your Pokemon has when it spawns in. And it can range from 0 to 31, and it impacts how high a stat can get. So this is the thing I wanted to show off with Billy. So we have modest nature. Let's go to the judge function. You see best? Best means it's all 31s. It's the max. It's the highest it can be. And then SP attack is in red, which means it's increased by about 10%, and attack is in blue, which is like dropped. So see, its attack is okay and it's lowered, but its special attack, all the other stats, it's Billy satisfactory, You can also use this to check the stats of other Pokemon. So let's see what Jordan has. Just because Jordan feels very naughty nature. Its attack stat is high, its special defense is lowered. I mean, its defense is lowered, which is okay. No, special defense is lowered. And then look at its stats. They're sad. They're very low. You can just also kind of change between, so you can see all the other stats for other Pokemon. Oh, this Wartortle is not bad. A Diglett's got a nice speed stat, but not a nice attack stat. Good special defense. He's got a neutral nature. If there's no colors on there, it's a neutral nature. That means all the stats are just the same. That's a pretty cool feature. If you do want to do like competitive battling, I don't know how much of a competitive scene Let's Go is gonna have, just because the online is very sad. You can use this feature to basically see which Pokemon you have, and make sure not to like send those to Oak, because you can end up giving up some very strong Pokemon. Here we have Route 12 and the infamous Snorlax. The Pokemon is sprawled out in deep and comfortable slumber. He is blocking the route, so we cannot actually access this route yet. There is another thing we have to do, which is we have to acquire a Pokemon Flute that will actually let us battle this Pokemon. It is one of the few wild Pokemon that you do still have to battle before you get the chance to catch them. And then after you do battle with it, I don't want to fight this dude. I don't want to fight this dude. I don't want to fight this dude. Pidgeotto! Why you do this to us? I'm gonna give you a second chance. If you get caught in this one throw, we'll show your Pokédex entry. Okay, we'll show your Pokédex entry. Seems legit. Some of them it works out nicely, some of them it doesn't work at all. It's annoying. And for the next episode, I'll switch around the team so that we'll have Mr. Mime added. This Pokemon is full of vitality. It constantly flies around a large territory. It's a search of prey. Jeez. Okay, I cannot read today. It's one of those days. As you can see, plenty of Mr. Mimes walking around. And I always like to fight these guys. This is going to be our last fight. Do you like Route 11? Lala, guess what? I'm a coach trainer, double 1. Want to take me on? I believe this guy will just give you candy for your starter. It's either Pikachu candy or Eevee candy, depending on which game you have. He's gonna send out a Rattata, which is pretty weak. And I'm just gonna go for the Thunderbolt, which we know is gonna do a lot of damage. And now we know why it's gonna do a lot of damage. And then with those candy, you can power up your starter even more if you haven't been using the candy. Because your starter isn't powerful enough as it is already. And geez, they can learn. Oh, what is up with this Rattata? This youngster Joey, call the police. This guy has a better Rattata than you. We have a really overpowered Clefairy using a really overpowered move. And it's like not even doing half damage to this thing. This guy. I believe the coach trainers probably have like max IV Pokemon. And they probably also like maxed out their candy or given them a whole bunch of candy as well. Just that's why they create a bit of a challenge compared to the rest of the trainers. You're strong. And he is going to give us quite a lot of money. These other guys will also give you money if you want to fight the money and Pokeballs. So take these. Yep, Eevee candies. And if you have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, who give you Pikachu candy that you can give to your starter. You can also give them to any Pikachu or Eevee. It doesn't have to be those. And that is all we have to explore for today. Between this episode and the next, I will change out our party. And I will also go to Vermillion City, which is where we'll start out the next episode. And from there, we will head east. We will explore the Dark Tunnel and all that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you in the next episode.